Welcome to the hidden gold mines of the modern age, where millions of discarded electronics form a vast landscape of forgotten technology and immense potential riches. Every year, millions of tons of e-waste are thrown away. But beneath this layer of plastic and silicon lies a secret wealth waiting to be reclaimed. Witness the destruction of the old to make way for the new, as we break down these complex devices to reveal their most precious core components. Inside these broken shells are rare elements and precious metals that are often more concentrated than the richest natural gold veins found deep within the earth. From the shadows of the scrap heap to the brilliant glow of liquid fire, we are about to witness a truly miraculous metallurgical transformation process today. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry where trash is literally turned into treasure through the most sophisticated and intense refining processes known to modern industrial science. Prepare yourself for a journey through fire and chemistry as we explore the incredible cycle of urban mining and the pursuit of ultimate metallic purity. The process begins with massive scale production, where truckloads of motherboards are gathered from around the globe to be processed in these high-tech recycling facilities. Speed and precision are essential during the initial sorting phase, as humans and machines work together to categorize components based on their precious metal content. Advanced AI-driven robots can identify and extract high-value components like CPUs and RAM modules with incredible accuracy, ensuring that no gram of gold goes missing. These tiny gold pins are the primary target, acting as superior conductors in electronics, and now they are the raw material for our upcoming refining process. Sorted and stacked, these boards represent a concentrated source of wealth, ready to be dismantled further into their basic elemental forms through mechanical and chemical power. The efficiency of this mechanical sorting is staggering, allowing the facility to process tons of high-grade electronic scrap every single hour of the working day. Next comes the stage of total destruction, where the physical structure of the electronics will be completely obliterated to release the trapped metals hidden inside. The sound of crushing metal fills the air as the motherboards are fed into the shredder, marking the end of their life as functional electronic devices. Every crunch and snap represents the liberation of valuable materials, breaking the complex bonds of manufacturing to prepare for the intense heat of the furnace. This industrial symphony of movement ensures a continuous flow of material, turning a chaotic pile of waste into a streamlined river of potential gold bars. Sophisticated software monitors every kilogram of material, calculating the expected yield and optimizing the flow to maximize the recovery of every single gold atom. The multi-axis crusher applies hundreds of tons of force, reducing the rigid boards into a fine gravel, breaking every physical link between metal and plastic. What remains is a granular mix of various materials, a colorful dust that contains the promise of pure gold, silver, and copper hidden within the fragments. Magnetic separation is the first line of defense, instantly pulling away common ferrous metals like iron and steel to purify the remaining mixture of precious elements. Gravity and vibration work together to sort the dust, as the heavier metallic particles are separated from the lighter plastic resins through a rhythmic dancing motion. Look closely at this dust. Those tiny sparkling flecks are the reason for this massive operation, the concentrated essence of our digital world's most valuable assets. Nothing is wasted here. Even the smallest airborne particles are captured by advanced filtration systems to ensure that the recovery rate is as high as possible. The pulverized material is now ready for the most extreme part of its journey, moving from mechanical separation to the heart of the thermal refinery. The furnace awaits, a chamber of pure energy that will use heat to finish what the shredders started, melting the very soul of the electronic scrap. Safety and precision are paramount as the crucible is placed into the induction coil, where electromagnetic waves will generate heat directly within the metal itself. Within seconds, the temperature skyrockets, and the once solid grains begin to soften and glow as they absorb the massive energy being pumped into the vessel. All organic materials and plastics are incinerated instantly, leaving behind a heavy, molten pool of complex alloys that will soon be separated into pure metals. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of hot metal and the hum of power, marking the peak of the thermal transformation process in the factory. At 1600 degrees Celsius, the transformation reaches its zenith, where the very atoms of the electronic waste are forced into a liquid state of being. The liquid metal flows like volcanic lava, a brilliant stream of copper and gold that represents the concentrated value of thousands of discarded circuit boards today. This is the moment of rebirth, as the old technology is purged by fire, leaving only the indestructible elements that have served humanity for thousands of years. Impurities and oxidized waste, known as slag, are carefully removed from the surface, further concentrating the precious metals residing in the depths of the pool. Human expertise guides the technology, ensuring the pour is perfect and the temperature remains stable throughout this critical phase of the refining operation. As it cools, the metal forms an alloy block, a dense mixture of copper, gold, and silver that is now far easier to process chemically. This block is not yet pure gold, but it contains all the value of the original waste, now condensed into a manageable and highly valuable format. The thermal stage is complete, and the concentrated metal is ready to enter the complex world of liquid chemistry for the final stage of purification. The heat has done its job, destroying the bonds of the past and preparing the gold for its final, most delicate transformation into absolute 24-karat purity. Each block represents a victory over waste, a testament to our ability to reclaim the Earth's resources from the things we once considered completely useless junk. To increase the surface area for chemical processing, the blocks are sliced into thin plates, exposing as much metal as possible to the upcoming acid baths. We now enter the realm of hydrometallurgy, where the power of acids will be used to selectively dissolve and then recover the gold with surgical precision. The chemical reaction is instant and vigorous, as the acid begins to eat away at the base metals, leaving the gold in a state of flux. This is a carefully controlled chemical dance, where the pH and temperature are monitored to ensure only the desired reactions take place at each stage. The facility resembles a giant laboratory, a place where the chaotic nature of waste is finally tamed by the precise laws of inorganic chemistry and physics. Gold, the most noble of metals, finally yields to the power of aqua regia, becoming a part of the liquid itself, invisible but present in every drop. By adding a selective reducing agent, we force the gold to return to its solid form, precipitating out of the solution as a fine brown powder. Though it looks like common mud, this brown substance is actually nearly pure gold, waiting for one last wash to reveal its true, brilliant yellow color. Every wash brings the gold closer to its final purity, removing the last microscopic traces of the base metals that it once shared a circuit with. For the ultimate level of refinement, we use electrolysis, using the power of electricity to migrate individual gold ions onto a pure starter sheet. Atom by atom, the gold builds itself into a structure of absolute purity, a process that is as beautiful as it is technically and scientifically demanding. This is the result of days of careful processing, a material that is now chemically identical to the gold found in the most prestigious bank vaults. The transformation is nearly complete. The electronic waste has been stripped of its past and reborn into its most noble
The readings
and
are
valuable
definitive.
possible state.
99.999%
Quality control is rigorous, ensuring that every
pure.
batch meets the 4.9 standard, the global
Excellent
benchmark
work.
for the highest quality investment-grade gold available on the market. The data confirms our success. The journey from a discarded motherboard to pure, elemental gold is now scientifically complete and verified by the latest technology. One final melt is required to shape the gold into its iconic form, turning the loose crystals and powder into a solid, unified piece of treasure. The pour is silent and smooth, a golden liquid that holds within it the history of countless devices and the power of human ingenuity and labor. As it solidifies, the gold takes on the weight and presence of a true asset, a tangible piece of wealth that will last for many generations. The sudden cooling locks in the purity and structure, bringing the gold down to a temperature where it can be handled and inspected for the first time. it is finally here. A bar of pure 24-karat gold, reclaimed from the very things that most people would consider to be worthless and dirty junk. Every gram counts, and every bar is a victory for the environment and the economy, proving that we can find wealth without digging deeper into the earth. The final polish brings out the legendary luster of the gold, a shine that has captivated humanity for millennia and continues to drive our modern world today. Under the lens, the perfection is clear. This is the result of a circular economy in action, where waste is nothing more than a new beginning. From the landfill to the vault, these bars are the final product of a sophisticated global supply chain that turns urban waste into a solid foundation. The final mark of authenticity is applied, a seal of quality that guarantees the purity and origin of this reclaimed gold to any buyer in the world. This text represents the triumph of science and sustainability, a clear statement that the value of our technology can be preserved long after it is broken. Handled with the utmost care, the finished product is ready for the market, whether it be for jewelry, investment, or even for use in new high-end electronics. This is the ultimate prize, a collection of wealth that was literally built from the ground up, using the discarded remnants of our fast-paced digital lifestyle today. The contrast is breathtaking. What started as a pile of green plastic and gray metal has been transformed into the most sought-after substance on the entire planet. This image serves as a powerful reminder that there is no such thing as trash, only resources that we haven't yet learned how to properly recycle and value. As we move toward a more sustainable future, urban mining will become a vital part of our global economy, protecting the earth from unnecessary mining and pollution. It is a story of human ingenuity, showing that we have the power to fix our mistakes and turn our waste into something truly beautiful and lasting. The next time you look at your old phone, remember the treasure it contains and the incredible journey it could take to become a bar of gold. Rethink your waste, support the circular economy, and together we can ensure that the riches of the earth are used and reused for a much brighter tomorrow. Because in the world of modern recycling, there is no end, only a golden new beginning for every piece of technology we leave behind in our wake.